It's me, Mavis Nature, as usual, aka Classy by Maven. You're welcome. So, in today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to draft a princess dart with illusion neckline. Okay, a princess bustier with illusion neckline. As you can see, I already have my basic bodice, half scale basic bodice ready. I want to believe you know how to draft this already, but if you don't, you can check my channel for it. I'll be dropping the link to my basic bodice so that will be on the same page. Okay, now we'll just be starting, assuming you know how to draft this. So the very first thing I want to do my underboss tightening. As you can see, I've already inserted the underboss line. You arrive at this line by bringing your underboss measurement, that is from your shoulder to your underbust is the measurement you are inserting. Mine is 14, so as you can see we have it to 14 inches. So we'll be doing our tightening here. To tighten our underbust, we'll bring in our underbust circumference measurements. For me it's 29 inches, so I'll divide 29 inches by 4, which will give me 7 1/4. So I'll trace this and see how many inches are here, excluding these darts. Okay, I'll exclude these darts and see how many inches are here. If it's more than 7 1/4, I'll take off the excess. That's how to tighten the underbust. Okay, this is 3, so I'll continue with the measurements from 3. Okay, this is 7 7. Okay, it's 7 3/4. Okay, that is half an inch above 7 1/4. Okay, so we have excess of half an inch. So that excess, to deduct that excess, we'll be taking off 1/4 of an inch from here, 1/4 of an inch from here. Or okay, better still, you can also take off half an inch all from this other side. So it's half an inch, that's the difference. So let's take it off. Okay, I think this is better. So what we'll do now, we'll link here to here using our curve. I will now be using my multi-purpose curve to join those 2 points together this way. Okay, so that's it. I simply bring it down. Like this. So as you can see, we'll tighten our underbust. So the next thing we want to do, we want to trace the midpoint of our armhole so as to get our armhole princess dart. So the midpoint will bring us here. Okay, so on this midpoint I'll be using 1 1/2 inches. So you measure 1 1/2 inches down and mark. So I'll just join this together. From here I'll join to this point. I'll still be using my curve to do that joining on these points. Then this very point here, I'll join it to this point, but I'll be using a straight ruler and not a curved ruler. Okay, I hope you can see that. Now we have to create a new armhole so that these 2 lines, when you want to join them, there won't be excess. So to achieve that, I will come out by 1 1/2 inches. Okay, if you bring me here, so on this, so I'm just extending this line by 1 1/2 inches. So this will now form my new armhole. I'll use a curve to curve it out beautifully this way. Okay, so this is now the new armhole for this dress. Okay, I think I'm basically done with the contouring and tightening. So we are coming to the neckline now, the illusion effects. To get our illusion effects, I'll be measuring 1 inch from the midpoint of the neckline. Okay, so on these points, it depends on how wide you want the illusion to be. I think for me 1 inch is okay. Then I'll measure down to, depends on how deep you want the illusion to go. to get a beautiful illusion, I think let's work with 11 inches. Okay, so we just join this way like this. Okay, so this will be cut out on fold. Basically, we are done for the fronts, and this is the back bodies. Let's do the back bodies. Okay, here is the back block. We also extend this to meet the midpoint here, and then for the back I'll be coming down by half an inch for the opening. So I'll just link it together like this, half an inch, and I'll be coming out by half an inch on these points. So I'm actually creating a new armhole also for the back. Okay, and basically that's all. So the only thing left is just to cut out this dimension. For this underboss tightening, the difference here is half an inch that we got. That half an inch, you can actually distribute it evenly by using 2.5 here and 2.5 here. Let me just try and do it so that you see the shape we get if we are doing it evenly. Okay, 2.5 here and 2.5 here. So the same way, you just curve it out. Mind you, just to show you what will happen if you are distributing it evenly. Okay. Okay. So in this case, we are still bringing this leg down. Okay. I just hope you are getting it right. Okay. So we are bringing it down like this, and this now becomes our new curve, but I don't want it like this. So we are working with this straight. We are not bringing anything any inch this way. We are taking everything to this side. So it's half an inch we are inserting here. Okay. So we are working with this. Let me just make it clear. So now it's to cut it out. We'll be cutting it out now. Okay. Can you see? Okay, here is the side front and here is the center front. If you watch well, you can still see where I marked for the illusion. So I'll cut it out now from this point down. It depends on, remember, it depends on where you want your illusion to be dipping to, or how deep you want it to be. Okay? So you'll be cutting this out on fold, which means when you are cutting it, you fold the fabric and place here this edge to the folded edge, so that when you bring it out, this will be wide like this. Okay, this for the illusion. And when you are cutting, add half an inch all around, half an inch. For this, you do the same thing, half an inch. Then on this side, you add 1 inch or 1.5 inches to get that effect. Then to get the side seam, you have to close the bust that this way. I'll just use my tape now and hold it together. Alright, I've closed it, and then front is perfectly set. Okay, yeah, that's all. And then for the back, there's what we've gotten. Okay, can you see it? It's for the back. And a princess bustier with our armhole princess bustier with illusion neckline is ready. Learning how to draft exaggerated sleeve. Okay, is actually a basic sleeve exaggerated with either organza or tulle nets. Okay, for this, for the purpose of this, I'll be demonstrating how to draft a sleeve that is exaggerated with organza. Okay, so now I have my basic long sleeve pattern here. If you don't know how to draft this, please check for this. I made a tutorial on this. Okay, so try as much as possible to watch it. I'll be dropping the link in the description box. Okay, so this is the basic long sleeve pattern. So on this, baby, imputing your lines here with a difference of 1 inch or less. Okay, I think I will go with half an inch. Half an inch will give you that fuller look. Okay, or 1 inch is still fine, since it's organza we are using. Organza is thick. 1 inch is fine. Okay, so you just be drawing this line, just be ruling this line of a 1 inch difference all through. Okay, so to get that exaggerated effect of the sleeve, you are just going to rule the basic sleeve like this, and then it's organza that was used, but for the demonstration I have a tulle net here to demonstrate what happened. Okay, so this tulle net was cut in 10 inches, so it is 10 inches wide. So now I'll fold it into 2. Okay, can you see me? Can you see what I'm doing? Folding it into 2. Then I just want to demonstrate what happened there. Okay, so I'll be gathering it. You can actually run your pleats now on top of the basic pattern like this, but I'll prefer you just gather it separately. So what I'll do now, I'll just run gathers on this, unfold. Okay, I'll run gathers on this, unfold, and then show you the next thing. My demonstration ruffle is ready. Okay, can you see? Okay, so like I mentioned before, this is a tulle mesh. For the gown that we are demonstrating or illustrating, organza was actually used. So when you want to make your own, do well to use organza to bring out same effects. Okay, so this, you make it very long. So you just run your ruffle very long enough to go through all these lines. So this is how you'll be placing it. So imagine this has been adapted to your fabric. So you cut this out on your fabric. So while cutting on your fabric, remember to add 1 inch allowance at the sides. Then on top you add half an inch. Down you add 1 inch for bending. So assuming you've added all the allowances and this is your fabric, you draw your lines like this on your fabric. Then after ruling your lines on the fabric, you just bring this your ruffle that has been arranged this way. Just place it like this and sew it on the first line. Then you bring another one, sew on the second line, another one on the third line, just like that. So all these lines will have their ruffles down to the end. Then you get the exact effect of the exaggerated ruffle sleeve. Okay, and that's all. Thanks for watching. So for the body of the dress, the upper part is a princess armhole bustier with illusion neckline, of which you have already watched the video. Then the down part is just your basic skirt added to the half scale bodies, that is the princess bustier with illusion neckline. Okay, and here is all you need to get the front of the dress. Okay, Can you see? This is the side, the center, the illusion that was taken from the neckline. Okay, and here is a basic skirt pattern. So this is how the dress is gonna look like. Alright, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, feel free to share, and your comments are welcome. Thanks for watching.